I'm muted. Okay, folks, what is the deal? It's your man, Mr. Jacobs, the five-star man himself, aka the Stoned One, here in the Wide World Wrestling Podcast, watching NXT tonight. We're in for a great show tonight. Well, folks, let me tell you something. We have first of all, this is a match I'm looking forward to. Obafemi is taking on challenger for the NXT title, Jasper Troy from LFG, the season one winner. That's gonna be a damn good match. Obafemi versus Jasper Troy. Now this is pretty cool though. I mean, because Jasper just got there and already challenged for the NXT title. I gotta say, I became a fan of him watching the show, watching LFG. Damn good show. I gotta put down first. Damn good show. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend going to check out LFG. Yeah, it's a great show. Jasper Troy is the winner, and now challenging Obafemi for the title tonight. We also have Ethan Page, who just recently retained the North American Championship, going against Sean Legacy. Evolves Sean Legacy. We got some tag team action. Let's see them look at the card. Sean Spears and Yokashi. I'm not sure. I'm not good with Japanese names. A lot of them. Versus let's see, Josh Briggs. No, it's Josh Briggs and Yoshikashi. I'm not good with Japanese names. Versus versus Sean Spears and Nico Vance. That's gonna be a pretty fun match. But yeah, we got a good show tonight, folks. Thank you for joining me here for NXT tonight. It's going down. I'm thinking that the Obafemi Jasper Troy match is going to be the main event. I'm thinking I'd make it the main event. I mean, that's what I would do. Hope you all having a good evening start, and hope the week is going well for you so far. Oh, here's shit. Jasper Troy making an impact already, attacking him in the parking lot. Jasper Troy serious, bro. Jasper serious, bro. Riley says, "I wonder if Mariah May might do something tonight." That's a good question. But Jasper Troy stepping in, making a statement, fresh out of winning LFG. I mean, this dude's gonna be something huge in the future. I got my eye on him, for real. Now we got Ethan Page coming out. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, but Ethan Page going against Sean Legacy for the title. Mind you, this is going to be for the title. So we have two title matches tonight. We have the NXT North American Championship and the NXT title tonight. They're both on the line tonight. Both on the line. Jasper Troy challenging Obafemi, a newcomer to NXT, a blue chipper as they say. But yeah, man, this is going to be a damn good show. I'm looking forward to it, and we are here watching it together. Let me get little Nate over here. Get him situated. Little nature boy. Woo! Let me stop. Let me get him. All right, here we go. Deshaun in the house. What's up, Deshaun? Uh, I think tonight it's Ethan Page versus Sean Legacy for the North. Yeah, that match is going down right now, I believe. And if you're not familiar with Sean Legacy, you're in for a treat. That's true. Very true. Woo! Woo! Now, let me get him situated over here. All right, little Nate's over here hanging out. He's gonna be joining me for the long time for uh future episodes. But yeah, we start off the show with a championship match. We also have Jasper Troy challenging for the NXT title tonight. This is gonna be dope. That Ric Flair drip. That's right. There you go, Riley. That's it. All right, ring the bell. Ding ding. This is gonna be damn good. Hope everybody out there is having a great evening. Hope you had a good day. Hope your week's going all right so far. Is that Corey on the on commentary? I just noticed that was Corey. Yeah, but honestly speaking, if you have not seen LFG, I highly recommend it. Do yourself a favor, go watch it. It's pretty much like Tough Enough, but there's in ring action with the crowd. It's pretty dope. It's pretty damn dope. I love that show, and there's gonna be a season two, which is great. Booker T's on fire. Yeah, Booker T had a huge hand to get Jasper Troy on the lineup or on the roster. I mean, he's just now stepping in there and making an impact. I think that's cool. That's pretty damn cool. And I mean, it's like it's like what they say. You go to prison, and you step up to the baddest motherfucker and knock him out. That's gonna make a statement. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. I'm looking forward to that match, man. And there's a lot. I've heard a lot of fans shitting on it, saying that Jasper hasn't earned it. He hasn't been in the company long enough. He hasn't, you know. And it's hard for me to disagree with that, to be honest with you. But what can you do though? I mean, a lot of people. You can't please all the fans all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I've learned. But I mean, I don't know. Like I've heard people shitting on Jasper Troy, and it's like I get it though. I get it. He hasn't been there long enough. He hasn't paid his dues, so to speak. I mean, but I mean, if you ask me, he's got what it takes to last in that business. And I mean, I agree with a lot of these fans that are kind of against Jasper Troy's push right now. I agree. He hasn't paid his dues. He hasn't been there a long time. He just stepped foot in the place. He won. He's it's like the winner of Tough Enough going on. Back then the winner of Tough Enough didn't go for the title. You know what I'm saying? They just got a place on the roster. And but at the same time, I do like Jasper Troy. I see a lot of things in him that I know for a fact is going to lead to you know uh, a long career. You know what I'm saying? And his passion for it. I mean, the thing is, like I said, if you watch the show, you know that he has so much passion for wrestling. It's not. He's not in there to get a paycheck. He loves the business. He loves going in there and doing what he does, and he's good at it. And I mean, if Undertaker, Undertaker, co-signs for him, Booker T co-signs for him. I mean, Bubba Dudley co-signs for him. He's got something special there, and I want to see what they're gonna do with him. But like I said, part of me thinks that he's getting pushed too fast. He's getting too much too fast. Part of me feels that way, and the other half feels like, okay, let's see where they're going with this. You know, that's just my opinion. I could, it's not many people feel differently, but I'm not gonna shit. I'm not gonna shit on the guy because he earned his place. He earned his place. Where he's at right now, and you can't hate on that. Anybody that does, you know, anybody that does hate on that apparently didn't watch LFG and didn't watch his grind and his hustle and how much he wanted this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he deserves to have a spot on the roster, whether it's NXT. Well, NXT is a perfect place for him right now. I can definitely see him one day being like on SmackDown or something. But I gotta say, man, Ethan Page has been making huge moves since he got to WWE. And the thing is, from what I'm hearing, I don't know how true this is. They are thinking of putting him on the main roster, but it probably won't be. If I'll say I'll give it a bit, maybe a year and a half, and they'll probably put him on the main roster. I'm playing with little Nitro here. Got this from Pro Wrestling Tees. I think it's pretty cool. Shout out Pro Wrestling Tees. They have some pretty cool shit. Not a sponsor in the mortal words of King Cobra. I know, very obscure. If you don't know who King Cobra is, that's you're probably a better person. You're a better person for not knowing who he is. But this has honestly been a damn good match, man. I mean, the pace has been kind of like the pace has been kind of back and forth, but it's been a very, I would say, very even match because their styles are go very well together. I'm trying to I don't know who else is on the card tonight. But I've only seen like three or four different things. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some ladies come out. Legacy's looking like he's trying to get his shit in now. Oh, we got more tag team action tonight. I'm so far away from my screen, I can't even see the lower bottom of it, or the lower right. Oh, nice kick! Page kicked the shit out of him. He's going for a pile driver. Aaron, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us all the way from across the pond, live for NXT. Yep, I wasn't able to come through for Raw, so I'm here to make up by doing NXT. Damn good show tonight to start off with. Opener's pretty hot. Sean Legacy versus Ethan Page for the North American Championship title. Ethan Page recently actually retained his title over the weekend. And we also have Obafemi versus Jasper Troy, winner of LFG Season 1, for the title. Got a lot of views on that one, but do I believe that Jasper Troy is gonna be something huge in WWE if he plays his cards right, and as long as he doesn't fucking mess it all up, as long as he doesn't Velveteen Dream the shit, he's gonna be just fine. As long as he doesn't as long as he doesn't pull a Velveteen Dream or anything like that, he's gonna be just fine. He's gonna make a lot of money. Aaron says, "I'm going to Miss Booker T. I'm going to Miss Booker T making noise for Vakira. Yeah, that was man. That created so many memes. That one spot with Booker T. Oh, Ethan Page going in for the kill. Oh, he hits it. That's got to be it. Do your job, Rev. That is it. Center of the ring, Page retains the title. Page retains. That was a hot match, man. Great opener. Did I watch Worlds Collide? Yeah, I did. I got to. I caught the last part of it, the last half of it, and then I went back and watched the first half of it later on that night after Money in the Bank. But yeah, great show, man. I loved it. I think that if as long as they treat Triple A right and respect the respect the history of luchadors, I think they can make something huge here. And with them having Triple A in their pocket now, I mean, and the thing is, I've always been a fan of lucha libre. A kid, because being a kid from Texas, I fell in love with lucha libre very early. Like as soon as I got a hold of wrestling, professional wrestling here in the states, I got a hold of lucha libre because back in the day, they used to have lucha libre on Telemundo, which is a Spanish channel they had in Texas. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but Telemundo was a Spanish channel in Texas, and they used to have lucha libre. And that was like the first time I ever seen Eddie Guerrero. That's the first time I ever seen Rey Mysterio was through Lucha Libre. Was through like Telemundo. Didn't understand a lick of what they were saying, but the action was fucking awesome. But yeah, that's when I fell in love with Lucha Libre. Around the same time, I fell in love with like WWE and WCW. Around 93, I'd say 93, 92. So when I first started watching and I fell in love. Aaron says, damn, even Fallon are fine as fuck. Yeah, they are. Couple of drinks of water. I'm mighty thirsty. But yeah, man, I mean, my love of Lucha Libre starts, man, since I was 8. You know what I'm saying? Since that's the thing with me, I've never been one of those wrestling fans that whenever I found WWE or WWF, I never thought to myself, man, this is the best wrestling in the world. I'm going to only watch this. I've always been like, what kind of other wrestling is there? What kind of styles? And that's whenever I discovered WCW, and then I discovered New Japan, All Japan, and I discovered Lucha Libre. Back in the day, AAA and stuff like that. And I've always felt like if you're a wrestling fan, if you're a true wrestling fan, you shouldn't subject yourself to one style or brand of wrestling. You should want to get as much of it as you can, any kind of style, whatever, wherever it's from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how much I love professional. That's how much I love wrestling. I mean, hell, I've went to live shows where they had at the back of stores. You know what I'm saying, with about 10 people watching, and I'm the 10th one. But I loved watching because the action wasn't bad. I paid my $5 to sit there and watch, to watch them wrestle in the back of a store. Just give me a good show. The point is, you know. Aaron says, never got Lucha Libre in the UK, so it's new to me, and I'm loving it. Yeah, see, I just think too. I mean, because Lucha Libre wasn't all over the world. Not many people that could get a hold of that. It's just like how in America, there's very few people that are into New Japan because it's so hard to get. Well, nowadays, I mean, they have like an app and they have like a website and stuff. But back in the day, I mean, you had to be a true fan to get a hold of New Japan. Like I remember this. Okay, I'm gonna date myself right now. I was there in the days of tape trading, where you had to be a fan and know fans to get a hold of wrestling from around the world. Like the first time I ever saw catch wrestling, which is primarily UK based wrestling, which is catch wrestling. They had Wide World of Sports and stuff like that. I mean, there's times where you can only get that through tape trading. Because I've seen like old stuff from like the UK and stuff like that, like a worldwide, a World of Sports stuff like that. Like William Regal, I've seen a lot of William Regal's early matches in the UK was through World of Sports. And the British Bulldog as well. I mean, like I said, this is you had to be a hardcore fan to get a hold of that stuff back in the day with tape trading. Like like let's say you got a tape of Steven Regal when he was super young wrestling in the UK. It's very rare, and I got a Jushin Thunder Liger tape that you're dying to see. Hey, I trade you my Jushin Thunder Liger for your Steven Regal. Boom. I mean, and thing is, it was for a lot of fans. That's how we found out about New Japan. That's how we found out about All Japan and Stardom and all the other stuff. That's how we found out about all these wrestling promotions around the world, was through tape trading. Nowadays, man, you can just type and boom, it's right there. You know. But I can't lie. I do miss tape trading. I do miss the holding that physical tape in your hand, like the Holy Grail. You got a tape that's so hard to find. I miss those days, to be honest with you. I kind of dated myself. I got Sean Spears, the chairman himself. Is Sean Spears building a cult? What is he doing? But yeah, I mean, I miss those days of tape trading, though. I mean, because like whenever you had a friend that had like that rare tape, you had that rare tape, like the tape that everybody was dying to see, and he found. Man, that was awesome. It was like the like I said, the Holy Grail. But the internet killed all that. I missed that. I mean, because there's a lot of times where I would have like let's say like uh okay, for instance, for example, I discovered ECW one day through just going through channels on TV when I didn't have cable and just messing with my antennas, and I ended up finding ECW on a network from Dallas, and it was late at night. And I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I remember seeing Rob Van Dam and Sabu, and like who, and I knew who they were. I just didn't know what promotion I was watching. And then later on, I want to know more about ECW, and the main way I got to know about ECW was through tape trading. That was the main way I got a hold of ECW. And then once they got themselves a television deal, I got to see it weekly. But back then, I mean, you had to be a true fan of ECW to watch. And back then, before they even had a deal to get to be on TV, there are tapes out there that they would sell. And it'll be like you would find and these are like they weren't like pay per views. They were like house shows. Like pay per views you can find easily on tape. That wasn't a problem. But to see cool house show matches that ECW had, you had to be in the tape trading community. And I mean some of the best matches that were not pay per view matches that were just in their house shows basically for ECW, but they were awesome, fucking awesome. Like you got to see early New Jack and stuff like that. Early Tommy Dreamer, back before he became the innovator of violence. He was just this this goody goody kid who was like played varsity sports and was the prom king and whatnot. He played that character before he became the innovator of violence. And this is like I said, you had to be involved in the tape trading community to get a hold of that stuff back then. Now you can just jump on YouTube and find it like that, you know. But I do miss the scavenger hunt feel of it all. Whenever you're looking for that one tape, and when you finally find it, man, the feeling is better than sex. At least for a nerd like me growing up, tape trading, me, and that was like when you find like for me when I got a hold of anything from Japan when I was tape trading, that was awesome. 'Cause I remember I got a hold of Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero in Japan when they were both well when Eddie Guerrero was I believe the Black Tiger Mask. I think it was Black Tiger Mask. No, he was white. The White Tiger. Eddie Guerrero was a Tiger Mask, and Benoit was Pegasus Kid. And I got a hold of that tape. That and if the thing is, it's now. I mean, now you can pull that up on YouTube. But back then, man, that was so hard to find, and people, and it was one of those myths on the playground. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, like, man, did you know that Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit had a fight in Japan, and they were wearing masks, and kids are like, no, that ain't true. And then when you finally found the tape, man, I mean, that shit was cool as fuck back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Guerrero as Tiger Mask and Chris Benoit as the Pegasus Kid. Man, that shit was dope, man. And I mean, you can imagine me at 8 or 9 years old discovering this as a freaking nerd. Man, it was you know, it was great. So yeah, I mean, I've been so into this since I was like 8, I would say. Oh, they're not wasting any time. They're going outside to play. Got the Big Daddy Cool Pants on. Got the tassels on the pants like Big Daddy Cool. The violence behind the silence. The thing is, that sounds cheesy, but it sounds fucking metal as hell. Aaron says, "Do you know any sites that could what that can watch Triple Mania on this weekend?" Uh, trying to think of any sites. I mean, maybe watch wrestling. I don't know. It's what a lot of people do, I guess. Watch wrestling because it's not on Trilogy. Okay. I don't know. Maybe try watch wrestling. That's what I think. That's what a lot of people do. I think it's watchwrestling.org or dot something. I forget. May have to Google it. But yeah, a lot because I remember growing up. Like I watched a lot of AAA as a kid, and like I said, a lot of that was through tape trading, and also Telemundo because Telemundo had a lot of Lucha Libre on it that I would watch. And thing is, it would become scheduled to me. Like I would figure out what time the Lucha Libre show would come on, and I would turn to the Spanish channel every weekend. And they would come on at weird times too. Like it'll be like like Lucha Libre shows on the Spanish channels will come on like 10 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Or you end up catching the show like 10 o'clock at night. Oh, that's it. Aaron says, "Okay, cheers. We'll have a look on the 15th when it is on. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome." Riley says that was a pretty good match. It was. Yeah, thank you for joining me here this evening, folks. We're having a good show tonight. Enjoying NXT here tonight. I wasn't able to be here for Raw. There was some technical difficulties. Wasn't able to come on, but I'm here tonight to make up for it, and I will be here for SmackDown. So join me here for SmackDown on Friday. But yeah, if you haven't yet, please subscribe here. If you haven't, uh, yeah, we have. Let's see. Also subscribe to the Elite Zone, the sister channel of the Wide World Wrestling Podcast. And also, while you're at it, stop by our personal channel, Can't Stop Productions, Mr. Jacobs. Yours truly. I'm also on Twitch. I was on Twitch last weekend, had a blast hanging out. So follow me on Twitch if you haven't yet. I'm there every weekend hanging out, man. My Twitch and my Twitch link is in the description below. So hit that link and follow me on Twitch. I'll be there. I'm there every weekend hanging out on Twitch. Oh, let me get to this one first. Aaron says, uh, Kalani fine, but Jordan Grace can wrap those legs around me any day. You know what, bro? You ain't getting an argument from me. She can pin me for the 3 count. I will lay down for that woman. I'll tell you that. I'll take the 3 count. Riley says, "Do you think? What do you think about CM Punk possibly going to Saudi or going to Saudi? I didn't see a problem with it, but I've seen so many people just throw hissy fit about it. Well, here's my opinion on it. Here's my opinion on it, I've always been against the Saudi shows. I believe that's all blood money. But I cover wrestling. That's kind of my thing. That's kind of what I do here on YouTube. I cover wrestling. CM Punk, he's always been very vocal about his opinions about Saudi Arabia, of course, and people throw a hissy fit about this whole thing, but they have to realize, man, CM Punk, he's a superstar, but he's also a man that has to do a fucking job. That's just, he has to go to work. If that means you got to fly to Saudi Arabia to wrestle John Cena, that's his job. Just like anybody else. Just like if you get up and have to go flip burgers, or you have to, be a doctor, or you gotta do surgery on somebody. You know, that's your job. I mean, you think that he likes that he has to go to Saudi. If I mean, personally, I feel like he doesn't like the idea of going there, but that's his job. He's gonna suit up and go to work. You know what I'm saying? And get paid handsomely to do it, of course. But in my opinion, I feel like that's his job. I'm not gonna sit here and diss the man for going and for doing that. You know, he has a wife that he has to be there for. He has a dog that he has to feed. I get it. I totally understand. You know what I'm saying? There's fans saying, sell out Punk, and you know I don't get it. Really, I don't. I don't see anything wrong with it, but like I said, I've always been against the Saudi shows. If you know me and if you watched my content, you know how much I detest the Saudi shows. But at the same time, I'm a YouTuber that covers wrestling, and I have to cover it, whether I like it or not. I have to cover it. I have to talk about it. I have to do that. But I feel like CM Punk doing what he's doing. I mean, if he has to go to Saudi Arabia, that's his job. I can't sit there and diss the man for, I'm pretty sure deep down inside he hates the fact of going there, but because he's been openly against this, he's been openly against it before. So Riley says this also might be Punk's only option to go against Cena. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you can think of it like this: Cena knows this shit about CM Punk, and he's using that against him. Think of it like that. But to me, as a fan, I don't have a problem with it. I don't. Like I said, man, being a wrestler is a job. You can't, and there was a time where they did have a choice, but I think at this point in time, you don't have a choice. But I'm not against it. But but I know a lot of people that talk shit about it. But I'm not gonna be one of those. I don't really care. I just want to see a damn good match. And like I said, I mean, I'm not particularly excited about them making their blood money over there. But I cover wrestling on YouTube. I have to cover it. I have to. I mean, so yeah, I will be here for Night of Champions. In case you didn't realize that by now. So join me for Night of Champions. Well, depending on how early it is, because if it's too early in the morning, I might not make it. I'll be real with you, folks. Mr. Jacobs hasn't lied to you not once, and I'm not gonna start now. I'll be real with you. If it's too early in the morning, your boy ain't gonna be up. I'm not a morning person. I'll tell you that straight up. But if need be, might watch a replay or something. I don't know if that's what you guys want. Blake Monroe. That's some Bewitched. I like that Bewitched art. That the graphic reminds me of Bewitched. Those kids that don't know about Bewitched, that was a show about the beautiful witch who had a husband. Excuse me. What the fuck was her name? Something Monroe. Blake Monroe or some shit like that. She's looking gorgeous, by the way. I must say that. Damn, Lash. That was some lethal ass hips she got, boy. God damn. Got the ladies in action now. Next, coming up. But yeah, but like and share. Please share the video, like and share. Sharing is caring, folks. Thank you so much for joining. Aaron says, but I want Mariah May. That name screams sexy as fuck. I agree. I'm guessing that AEW owns the rights to Mariah May. Thank you all for joining me tonight, man. It's been a good evening. Hope you all are having a good evening out there in YouTube land, hanging out watching me whatever device you're watching me on, whether it be a laptop, cell phone, TV, whatever you're watching me on. You get to see this handsome face. Thank you for joining me. No, I don't think that highly of myself. Trust me. But thank you for joining me. Hmm. Yeah, but I think the Open Femi match is going to be the main event with Jasper Troy. Let me hear you in the chat. What do you guys think about Jasper Troy's fast push to the title picture? I mean, I have my opinions on it. I mean, me personally, I mean, I feel like he should earn his way up there from the bottom because he just got there. But what can you do? I mean, the guy's talented, no question about it. No, he definitely earned his keep. He definitely earned his spot. I just think that they're giving him too much too fast, in my opinion. When it comes to Jasper Troy, they're giving him too much too fast. So she's just been dancing in the ring the whole time. I mean, I wouldn't complain. I'll be there watching her dance. No quarter catch crew. It's Regal's son right there, Dempsey. And catch wrestling is it's actually a style of wrestling that William Regal was very famous for. It's a British style of wrestling. Like I said, I used to watch a lot of British wrestling, when tape trading was huge. Road of Sports and stuff like that. That's where I got. That's where I found. That's where I discovered William Regal or Steven Regal. That's where I discovered him when he was way before he was in WCW. This was whenever he was like freaking like a teenager. He had to been like 19, 18 or 19. You know what I'm saying, when I first saw that video of him, um or tape of him wrestling in Britain or wrestling in the UK, and it was pretty cool. And got to see an early British Bulldog too when he was a wee lad, as they say. But that was cool, man. That was really cool. I love, man. You can see I'm talking about tape trading, so I missed so much. It was so the whole ritual of it, I guess you can say, was fun. The whole community and just how when you found that rare tape, it was awesome. Oh, look at that bridge. Oh, walk it. That girl is limber as hell. That's true. If you got friends in the wrestling business, that means you're not making any money. It's something that Hulk Hogan had said. Uh-oh. Pay attention to the match, Lash. Damn, that's a fat ass. My bad. I'm sorry. That ass caught me off guard. They had that right in the camera. I was like, damn. Thank you. Shout out to the production crew of WWE doing God's work. And Lash is squeezing the hell out of her. I do love me some Lash though. She is fine. Ooh, nice shot. Ooh, double hand chop. It was a good ass match right here. I like this. Ooh, takedown. Oh, ran with the DDT. And Lash rolling out of the ring. Smart move. I like that. Smart move. Uh-oh. Lash caught her. Oh, was that a Shining Wizard? No, I think the Shining Wizard's when you hit him with the knee. I think that's just insecurity. I believe. Oh, last catches are again. Oh, that looked like a little botch. She just she just dropped her. Ended the match. But Last Legend wins though. Last gets his win. That was a pretty sloppy finish, but it was effective. They got the she got the win. Last Legend with the win. Time for NXT profile. I'm Lionel Reed. She's cute. I like her. I like that character. She reminds me a lot of. She reminds me a lot of different girls I went to school with. It's a Southern Belle type. Hmm. Moving that merch. I wonder who's the top merch seller for NXT. I don't feel like looking it up at this moment. Now I'm wondering if WWE still have plans on doing something with Japan. I mean, because New Japan is the only game in town when it comes to Japan. I mean, they're probably the biggest game in town, but they're not the only game in town as far as in Japan. Hmm. I think we got more tag team action tonight, and I think the main event is going to be Obafemi versus Jasper Troy. I mean, so tell me, Chad. I mean, what do you think? What are your opinions on Jasper Troy and his rise to stardom so far? And have you seen LFG? I mean, that's a damn good show. Like I said, I recommend it. I highly recommend, and they're getting a season two also. Um, yeah, they're getting a season two. Like I said, it's like it's pretty much like Tough Enough, but they have in ring action with the crowd, so they can get that experience. I think it's great. I think that's probably the best thing they could do is give them that in ring experience with the crowd. But I can't wait for season two, man. Season two is gonna be awesome, awesome. I can't wait. Yeah, I've also been catching up on Dark Side of the Ring. I had to catch up. I've been having to catch up on it. But it's been a pretty damn good season though. The last one was about Muhammad Assad. That was a good episode. And I remember I was there whenever they're doing the whole Muhammad Assad thing. And I remember as what I mean, somebody watching it live going on. I thought to myself, I can't believe they're getting away with this shit. I mean, because there's a lot of things that WWE has done in the past that I just can't believe they got away with. You know, like the KD Vic. I can't believe they got away with doing that. Let's see. Pillman's got a gun. I'm surprised they got away with that. Um, I mean, there's so much they got away with back then that they can never get away with today. I mean, Mr. McMahon making Trish bark like a dog. I mean, you can't do that kind of shit anymore, and nobody wants to see that kind of thing anymore either. It's a different time now. Jasper Troy is serious. I like that. Undertaker co-signed him, man. So you know the Undertaker's in your corner. You got something special. Damn, she is one sexy Southern belle, ain't she? Got a cute ass to boot. I'm sorry, I can't help but notice these things. Shout out to Connor. Hope he's feeling okay. He's been a little under the weather. Hope he's getting back into shape. I wish him well. Get well soon, brother. Okay, see. JC looking hot as hell, man. She is gorgeous. Let's get it. Got some ladies in action. More ladies in action tonight. I like it. Back to back women's matches. The ladies champion. Booker T. That's that woman. You gotta stand up. Get your ticket to ride. You gotta love Booker. And we have a title match. We got three title matches tonight. We got the women's title on the line. Ethan Page just retained his title, and Elba Pim's going to be defending his title in the main event. So we got three title matches tonight, folks. This is awesome. Bailey, hush. Oh, Bailey's over here huffing and puffing. Speaking of Bailey, Bailey made her return Monday Night Raw. That was awesome to see. Looking good as hell. I named my dog after Bailey. To be honest with you, Bailey, stop it! Don't. She's over here huffing and puffing. Ain't nobody even outside. So, that's what she likes to do. She'll just lay there and go poof, poof, poof. That's my girl. I love her. That's Daddy's girl. She's wagging her tail. She knows I'm talking about her. Ooh, nice clothesline. Damn, that was a nice clothesline. JC hits that clothesline out of hell. Oh yeah. All right, I had to fix my volume. I was kind of sounding weird in this air. So we got the women's title on the line right now. Damn good match going so far. I'm gonna take those off and turn my TV up. Yeah, let me know if my TV's too loud because my ears are getting hot. Yeah, that was close. Get the counter on the Irish whip. Oh, neck breaker. Casey goes for the pin. Stop that too. Riley says apparently she's dedicated the Blake part to her. Oh, to her niece. Oh, okay. What do I think about the name? I mean, I really don't care. Really, it doesn't matter to me as long as they don't change who she is. You know what I'm saying? Like what makes her her. But to me, I mean, I don't see it. I don't see it as a big deal because, like I said, I mean, that's what WWE does. Once they get a hold of you, they pretty much change. Like they take the name that you had, like on the Indies or another promotions, and give you a name that they come up with because number one, they can own your IP, your intellectual property. That's number one reason so they can own your intellectual property, which means that they own your character, they own your likeness, they own the name, they own any merch, they own all that. That's the main reason why they change names so they can have control over you. Really. But yeah, that's number one reason why they change up the names on different people is to gain control of their IP. I mean, that's what WWE does. Riley says she pretty much got the same character, and I dig the name. Uh, she got to choose. Oh, she got to choose it. That's cool. But yeah, I mean that's usually what WWE does. Once WWE gets a hold of you, they'll take you and like they'll form you to what they want. They'll take your name and they'll give you an option of like they'll give you like about three or four names. They'll give you a list of names and you got to pick one of them that they've made up. Put it like that's how they usually do it. Like they give you a list of names, you pick one of them. But yeah, like the main reason why they do that, like I said, is to own the character, to own the intellectual property, which means that any merch that's sold, they get a piece of. Any appearances, they get a piece of. Anything that you do, they get a piece of because you're going in the name of the WWE. You know what I'm saying? You're their property, so to speak. Whenever they change up your name and give you a new one, you become their property, so to speak. So you represent them. Yeah, and much like Ricky Saints, same thing. Riley says, "I'm glad they are starting to give wrestlers more freedom. They even let Ricky Saints pick his. Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess she didn't want to keep Mariah May. I'm thinking that AEW probably owns the rights to Mariah May. I'm probably thinking like Tony Khan owns the rights to all that. That's what I'm thinking. Because that's the only reason I see why she wouldn't be using the same name as if AEW owns the name Mariah May and she can't use it anywhere else. I mean, because that's how WWE is nowadays. I mean, it's a little bit more relaxed depending on how long you've been there. I think she was using Mariah May before AEW. That could be the case, but at the same time, once Mariah May got to AEW, she could have signed a contract that signed the name off, which means that I mean, because that's what I'm saying. Once you sign that contract, you pretty much giving them ownership of your name, your likeness, anything like that. So they can if AEW owns the name, they can sit on it for perpetuity if they want to. Oh, Fallon. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cases where Deshaun. There's a lot of cases where somebody may own their name before they get into a major company, and then once they sign the contract, that company owns that name now. They pretty much sell that name off or write that name off. JC retained her title. That was a damn good match. I loved it. But yeah, I mean, whenever you sign that contract, you know, y- and they give you a new name, they're basically saying like, okay, we own you. You are this person now. You are to do what we tell you to do. You are to appear where we tell you to appear. You're not to do this. You're not to do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. But I mean, like nowadays, it's more lenient with stuff with a lot of different things. Like you can have a Twitch nowadays. You can make a little side hustle. Whereas before when McMahon was in charge, you couldn't have a side hustle. You couldn't do Twitch unless they got a piece of it. But yeah, I mean, once you sign the contract, like let's say, I'm sure that was the case with Mariah May. When she signed the contract, she signed the name off. She signed her name off, which means that if she was to leave, they keep the name. Then they can use her likeness for like any future video games if they choose to, because they own that name. They can use that. They can use that if that's the way they have it. That's probably what it is. And like I said, I mean the main reason why WWE changed their names is to own their intellectual property, to make money off them, to make them marketable. Basically, it's business. That's me. That's the main reason why they changed up the names is because of business reasons. Nothing more, nothing less. And Evolution's gonna be dope. And I believe I will be here for Evolution. So if you want to check out Evolution with me, your boy Mr. Jacobs, I will be here. So hang out with me. We can watch women's wrestling. Hell yeah. I'm going to the Cody Rhodes show. I mean, it's actually there's actually something that they do with Big E. Every now and then they'll have this. They have a little vignette. Well, I wouldn't call them vignettes. They'll have little things of Big E wherever they're at. He's going to different restaurants and eating the good food there. I would watch a 30-minute show of Big E traveling the world eating food. I would watch that. They could put that on Peacock on the WWE section of Peacock. It's one of those, WWE original shows. You can have Big E traveling the world eating food. I mean, I would watch that because number one, it's going to be awesome food. Number two, Big E, he's going to be entertaining as hell doing it. I mean, I sat there and watched 10 minutes, 10 or 20 minutes. It was no, it's about a 10-minute video with Big E just eating stuff around where they're at, the city where they're at, like gourmet stuff, and it was some of the most entertaining TV. I'm like, dude, give Big E a 30-minute show with him just traveling the world eating. Dude, I mean, I would watch that. That'd be so cool. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to reach somebody up in those ivory towers and see what's what. I want to see that show. I mean, tell me you wouldn't want to watch Big E travel the world eating gourmet food, and commenting on it. That'd be fun. Briggs got the Big Daddy Cool pants on. Big Daddy Cool Diesel. AJ Francis. He looks familiar. Hmm. I like that Biggie shirt he got on. That Biggie shirt. The Biggie shirt go hard. I'm more of a Tupac fan, but I did enjoy Biggie Smiles. Biggie Smalls. I don't know why I call him Biggie Smalls. Yeah, Elias. That's a nice guitar too. Look at that guitar. I'm a beginner playing guitar. I got a blue one, baby blue. I call her. You call him Elijah? Why do you call him Elijah? His name was Elias. Not the use. No, not the use. Not the use. You goes. We got tag team action now. We got Tony D'Angelo coming to the ring right now. Show some respect, eh? Got the Don coming through the ring at the. They try to step up to him. They all fugazi. They all fake. Tony D'Angelo is the real Don of the WWE. Got out of capiche. I've always wondered how do Italian Americans actually feel about that character? Is it insensitive or I don't know. I mean, I figure fuck it, it's wrestling. They can have if they can have a fucking if they can have a dead man that if they can have a dead man that tends to dead bodies. I mean, I'm sure they can have anything going on. But it's been a pretty damn good episode of NXT. Really got to see two ladies matches in a row. Got two tag team matches. Got three championship matches. We got Ethan Page retaining his title tonight. We got JC retaining her title tonight. And I'm going for Obafemi. I'm hoping that he retains his title tonight as well. Excuse me, in the main event against Jasper Troy, LFG. Excuse me. But yes, I will be here for SmackDown, so join me here for SmackDown Friday. hanging out with me. And depending on what time that it's on, I will be here for Night of Champions. Hopefully, it's not going to be too early in the morning since it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. I'm hoping it's not going to be early in the morning because, like I said, I'll be honest with you. I never lied to you people, and don't start. I'm not going to start doing it now. If it's too early in the morning, then I'm not going to be up. I'll be straight up honest with you. Mr. Jacobs is not a morning person at all. That's why I do YouTube. Make my own hours. I mean, a lot of the work I get done, I do in the middle of the night anyway because it's quiet around here. Like a lot of my editing gigs that I do, a lot of the editing work that I do for different channels, I do late at night when it's quiet and it's peaceful and I can actually focus. Because during the daytime, it's people always walking around and you never know what's going to happen. But if it's late at night, I know everybody's asleep and I can get some work done. That's when I usually get my work in. It's like the hours between midnight and like 4 in the morning. That's when I'm working. I do have a new episode of Brutal Honesty and Mr. Jacobs coming soon on my YouTube channel, Can't Stop Productions. Mr. Jacobs. Brutal Honesty is a show that I do on my YouTube channel about wrestling. My brutally honest opinions about wrestling, different things about it, covering it all. So check out my show on YouTube, Can't Stop Productions. Brutal Honesty of Mr. Jacobs. In my seventh season right now, in the middle of my seventh season on YouTube. But yeah, check that out. And also, Mr. Jacobs Plays is also on my YouTube channel, Can't Stop Productions. So yeah, check out that channel. And while you're at it, follow me on Twitch. I'm there every single weekend playing video games, just chilling out, talking shit. The link to my Twitch is in the description below. And if you're not subscribed here, the White Whale Wrestling Podcast, please do so. And while you're at it, subscribe to the All Elite Zone, the sister channel of the White World Wrestling Podcast. Thank you all for joining me here tonight. We're one match away from the main event tonight. Obafemi versus Jasper Troy. Yeah, man, Worlds Collide. That was a dope ass show, man. That was great. Seeing Lucha. I got just seeing Psycho Clown, which is he's been one of my favorites for a long since I can remember. Psycho Clown. Vikingo retaining his title. I'm gonna do a sound check right quick, make sure my mic is still working. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yep, that worked. Okay, my mic is still good. Yeah, let me know if my mic ever goes out because for some reason my microphone's been going out on me lately. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on with it. Oh yeah, man. Booker T is too hype. Duck it. Booker T. Ooh, nice knee. They came out the gate on this one. What's Tony doing? What is Tony doing? What is going on with Tony though, man? Now he takes the tag. Nice forearm shot from Tony. What was that noise? Oh, Blake Monroe. Is that her sound effect? What the hell was that? Is that like that's like totally bewitched? That's bewitched. Come on, Tony. Stay focused on the match. Get a tag in. Got another tag. Oh, what is going on with Tony, man? He seems like he's I mean, he has some. What's going through his head? Yeah, Don is paranoid. I mean, I can see that. That makes sense, though. Everybody's turning on him. The family's breaking down. There's one thing you try to do. You try to keep your family together. 'Cause the man who's not there for his family is never a real man. I capisce? Oh shit! That was a sacrifice. Ouch. Oh, got some tag team action right here. Good tag team work and a kick out. Oh, nice chop. And he answers with a boot to the face. Well, yeah, that's a boot to the face. Mm. Damn, they're fucking him up. Tony tried to break it up. He tried. Yeah, my question is, who was he on the phone with before the match started? That's my question. Yeah, Booker's got a good point though. Booker's got a good point. You're like, who's he on the phone with? That's my question. He said, I'll take care of it. And then he got off the phone. Oh shit. You got the tag to Tony. Hot tag. Hot tag. Who is that screaming in the back? You ever notice that somebody screaming like a little like that looks like a girl screaming in the back like ah! Like, Jesus Christ, really? What is that about? Oh shit. He's a rat. Oh shit, what's gonna happen? He just he was setting up like he was about to clock him with that thing though. You're about to say the match still going on. Oh, that looks like a finisher. Oh, and Tony loses, takes the L. The high rise wins. It's a damn good tag team match. But the same man, I mean, there's still the match is still going on. They totally forgot about the match. Wait, folks, we got the main event coming up next. Femi versus Jasper Troy. That should be a stiff match, to say the least. I thought his name was Elias. Is he going by Elijah now? Is that what he's going by now? Elijah? My skin brothers out of first class. That's what. Got the main event next: Jasper Troy versus Obafemi, challenging for the NXT title. I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, I just have that feeling like they're just giving him too much too soon. You know, I don't know, man. Maybe that's just my opinion. I just feel like he's getting pushed fast, like like I don't know. I've said my piece on that. Oh. I mean, I don't know, but really, I mean, what's that? I don't know. Me complaining about. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm complaining about it. I'm just not into him being pushed so fast. Oh, I changed my volume. Sorry about my volume there. I was testing my volume a while ago. Ah. Alex Alberto G, what's going on? Thanks for joining in tonight. Yo, Jasper about to get buried. I'll be shocked if he wins clean. I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I have my opinions about Jasper Troy being put, taking. I mean, going for the title. I feel like they're pushing him way too fast, giving him too much too fast. But I wouldn't say they're burying him just because somebody loses a match doesn't make them buried. I think the meaning of the word buried in the wrestling business has been overused. I think a lot of people misunderstand the word buried. Losing a match doesn't bury somebody. You know what I'm saying? If he loses his match, it doesn't mean they're burying him. You know what I'm saying? I'm put my luchador mask on. There we go. That look. I'm that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't believe that they're going to be burying uh, Jasper Troy if he loses the match. I mean, just because you lose a match here and there doesn't mean you're being buried. Now, if they take you and run you through a bullshit storyline and you keep losing match after match after match after match after match after match after match, and then they release you, then you've been buried. But if you lose a match, you know, if you lose a match here and there and it's part of a storyline, that's not considered being buried. If for somebody to be buried, they would have to be treated like shit the whole time as far as a storyline and then released. That's what I consider being buried. But if somebody's losing a match, you know, Alex says I equate burial to a loss that halts momentum. Um, no, not, I mean, I guess that's your way of looking at it. But to me, I don't see it as that. I don't see a loss of momentum, a burial. I would see that as maybe, and that's the thing. It depends also on the storyline. So, gosh, why these people want to make noise now? Hush, hush. Oh, jeez. So rude ass people in this house can't even let me do a show without making some noise in there. Anyway, but I mean, I can see what you mean by you equating a burial to loss of momentum, a loss that holds momentum. I get that, but you also have to look at it like this. I mean, what momentum does Jasper Troy have? He just got there, dude. He doesn't have any momentum yet. That's my point. They're giving him too much too fast. He doesn't have any kind of momentum. He just got there. Only kind of momentum he has is from LFG, the TV show. That's it. He hasn't proven himself. He hasn't paid his dues. He doesn't have. How can they bury him if there's nothing to bury, bro? You know what I'm saying? He hasn't even done anything worth burying yet. This is like think about it. I mean, to say that they're burying him is silly because he doesn't have a track record. In order for you to be buried, you had to have something. You had to have done something. And that's the thing. I mean, you say that you equate a burial to a loss that holds momentum. Jasper Troy just got in the place. He doesn't have any momentum yet. He's building up momentum at this moment. If you understand what I'm saying to you, he's building up momentum. He doesn't have any momentum at the moment. Now, once he builds up momentum and if they decide to just have him lose match after match after match after match, and then they release him, then yeah, I would consider him buried. But if he loses tonight, I wouldn't consider that being buried. I would consider him taking a loss like everybody else in in the WWE has taken a loss, and it's building up to a storyline. If you pay attention, you know what I'm saying. But I do see your point, Alex Alberto G. I do see where you're coming from. I do get it, but the way you see burial and the way I see burial are two different things. Are two different ways of seeing it, I guess. And that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. The world would be a boring ass place if we all felt the same way and thought the same way and had the same opinion. The world would be so boring. So it's a good thing that we all have different opinions. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I love it. I love for people chime in and have different opinions and different ways of looking at things. It makes the world more interesting to me. Yeah. Make sure my mask is on right. You think you're digging my lucha housing mask? I like it. I love it. Make sure I got it tied up. All right. I think this would look better with it. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see what goes. But right now we got two meaty men slapping meat. We got a lot of beef in the ring at the moment. Yeah, Booker, no bread, no water, just meat. I love Booker, man. You gotta love Booker on the commentary. This got out of hand fast, man. This match got out of hand quickly. And Jasper Troy is making Opafemi. I mean, look at this matchup though, man. This is crazy. Who was the last person that actually did Opafemi like this? I can't. He broke it. He broke it. The turnbuckle broke. He broke Brett's rope. Jasper Troy is making a statement tonight, man. You got a holy shit chant going on in the crowd. I can't remember the last person that beat the shit out of Opafemi like this. He's focusing. Jasper's focusing on those ribs that he injured earlier. And they're fixing up that rope down there. You can see the ring crew's fixing up the rope. Man, Jasper Troy, man, he has made a huge statement. See, that's the thing, though, man. I mean, done the right way, I feel like he can be championship material. I just don't want him to be championship of champion right now. Got Obafemi pulling in some offense now. Oh, and Jasper Troy knocks him back down. Damn, Jasper has an answer for everything Obafemi's doing. I don't think anybody's taking Obafemi to the limit like this. I don't think anybody ever has. Oh, Jasper's just focusing on those ribs, man. He has a laser beam focused on them. He splash. He is focused on those ribs. He is not letting them go. But Obafemi, let's say he wins. What kind of shape is he going to be in after the win? And this match has been mostly Jasper Troy beating the shit out of Obafemi. This is amazing. Oh, nice club to the back of the head from Obafemi. Oh, they're hanging on the apron. Oh, damn. Obafemi just took a huge bump on the apron. God damn, look like it hurt. Oh, shit. I mean, it could be Jasper Troy could possibly win this match tonight. He could possibly win this title. It is a possibility. Fisherman suplex look like from Obafemi. Oh, Obafemi powering up. Oh, that coastline didn't knock him down. Oh, the second one got him. Obafemi's got a second wind. Oh, it's full of suplex from Obafemi. Oh, Jasper Troy having an answer for everything Obafemi's doing. Oh, and Obafemi answers it back with a spine buster. Oh, Jasper with the kick out. Oh, this match is good. Damn, this match of the night right here. This is match of the night. The main event's got the match of the night. Come on. My stream's being a little laggy. Working with the phone. It's working fine the whole time. Now it wants to start lagging on me. Give me a second here. There we go. That was a kick out. Oh, the shoulder was okay. I see. Okay, I see. Oh, pick up power bomb. And Obafemi retains the title. Pick up power bomb seals the deal, folks. But what a showing from Jasper Troy. That's what I'm saying, man. They're not burying Jasper Troy. You may consider this a burial, Alex, but the man just got to WWE. He has no momentum at all. So there's nothing to bury. What he's doing right now is showing that he has what's going on right now is that they're showing that Jasper Troy has what it takes to compete with champions, and they're showing basically the testing the waters with them, and seeing what he's got basically. I think it was great. I thought it was awesome. Great showing from Obafemi and Jasper Troy. Jasper Troy losing in the match, but looking badass as hell. And that was the point. Jasper Troy looks like a badass still. He's not buried. Alex Alberto. But the last thing they're doing right now, Alex Alberto is burying him. Um, but yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, yeah, Jasper about to get buried. No, he's not buried. As you can see, if you're watching that match, Jasper looked strong as fuck. He did not look weak at all. Losing that match, he did not look weak. That was the point, was to show that Jasper Troy is a threat, that he can compete up there with champions. That was the whole point of the match. It wasn't to bury him. That's what I'm saying. Like you have a whole different way of thinking of the word burial. But that was not a burial. That's basically WB showing everybody that Jasper Troy is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future. That's what they're doing, basically. But yeah, that was the show, folks. NXT for the night. I like I said, it was a great show. Match of the night for me had to have been the main event, Obafemi versus Jasper Troy. Jasper Troy looking hella strong at the end of it all. Even though he lost the match, he looked strong at the end. He looked very strong at the end. I think, like I said, this is not a burial at all. And my boy Alex Alberto G, don't consider this a burial. This is not a burial. Look, if you saw that match, like I said, if you watched that match, Obafemi was getting shit beat out of him the majority of that match. So obviously they're not making him. They're not making Jasper look weak. They're making him look strong as fuck if he's up there competing with champions, beating the shit out of him. So I would not consider that a burial at all. If anything, that's WWE saying that look, hey, Jasper Troy, this guy over here, he's going to be something to deal with in the future. Y'all better watch out. That's what they're doing right there with Obafemi versus Jasper Troy, and I think that was match of the night for me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. The main event was great, and like I said, they were showcasing. They're showcasing Jasper Troy, if anything. They weren't burying Jasper Troy. They were showcasing Jasper Troy, if anything. But if I was going to give this tonight a rating, I'm going to give it a solid 8. I'm going to give it a solid 8, folks. But yeah, thanks for joining me once again here in the I was going to say All Elite Zone. Thanks for joining me here on the Why We're Wrestling Podcast. If you haven't subscribed here yet, please do so. Also, subscribe to the Elite Zone, the sister channel of the Why We're Wrestling Podcast. And of course, my personal channel, Can't Stop Productions, Mr. Jacobs, yours truly. Check out my show, Brutal Honesty with Mr. Jacobs, in my 7th season on Can't Stop Productions. So check that out if you haven't yet. Also, I will be on Twitch this weekend. I'm on every weekend playing Twitch, hanging out, talking shit, playing different games. Come hang out with me this weekend. The link to my Twitch is in the description below. So hit that link and join me on Twitch, man. I'll be there every weekend. Deshaun says Jasper looked good. He's very young, has potential. I believe he was on LFG. Yeah, he was. But folks, thank you for joining me here once again tonight. I will be back for SmackDown, so be here with me. But yeah, until next time, I've been Mr. Jacobs. You all have been awesome. Peace.